You started it. Damn, never mind.
Already, Isaiah 58, bro.
You ever felt lost and lonely? I got you.
Let's go.
Hey, cook that up, Kali.
Tap in. Tap in. Tap in.
What you doing?
Tap in. Tap in.
Come on.
Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in.
Get in the book.
Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in.
Tap in.
Tap in. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in.
Iron sharpens iron, stripping up your mind. Don't fall behind past that finish line. Iron sharpens iron, while let your spirit decline. Knowledge from the Most High. Sharpen up your conscience, drinking from that fountain of life. On fire for Christ, you made that sacrifice. So you earn life, yeah, you live without strife. Indeed contrite, you pass that finish line. Now here's your crown, bow before me. Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
Iron sharpen iron right. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in.
Fruits up front, we war on the back end. Gotta put that work in before you cash in. Gotta get that rebirth in before you get access. Can't job your way in, turkey, no ass kissing. Better walk around with your mirror. Focus on fix your errors. He can count your errors. Only gon' crown his errors. Only gon' bless the faithful. The heavens inherit the graceful. The earth inherit the grateful. Hell was made for the disgraceful. Men in no grace. Men in no place. Found for them forever. In eternal space. Better seek his face. Don't die by mistake. Don't get cast away. You can repent today. Now, keep up with your garments while you lay your gown. Walk away from them harlots. Better pray for sound. Judgment cause the London Bridge is falling down at the trumpet sound. Tap in. We about to get it crackin'. About to catch the devil lagging. Cause Christ is coming back in. Packing ashin' jassin'. Like chitty, chitty, bang, bang. You don't know about no gang, gang. We ain't talking the same thing. Tap in. Have you ever felt lost and lonely? As though you lost your way.
Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Tap in.
Strengthen
Tap
up
in.
your kindness. Strengthen up your kindness. Yeah, we bouncing back in. We tapped in. Already, Isaiah 58, bro.
You ever felt lost and lonely? I got you.
Let's go.
Hey, cook that up, Kali.
Tap in. Tap in. Tap in.
What you doing?
Tap in. Tap in.
Come on.
Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in.
Get in the book.
Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in.
Tap in.
Tap in. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in.
Iron sharpens iron, stripping up your mind. Don't fall behind past that finish line. Iron sharpens iron, while let your spirit decline. Knowledge from the Most High. Sharpen up your conscience, drinking from that fountain of life. On fire for Christ, you made that sacrifice. So you earn life, yeah, you live without strife. Indeed contrite, you pass that finish line. Now here's your crown, bow before me. Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
Iron sharpen iron right. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Iron sharpen iron right here. Tap in.
the back end. Gotta put that work in before you cash in. Gotta get that rebirth in before you get access. Can't job your way in Turkey, no ass kissing. Better walk around with your mirror. Focus on fix your errors. He can count your errors. Only gon' crown his errors. Only gon' bless the faithful. The heavens inherit the graceful. The earth inherit the grateful. Hell was made for the disgraceful. Men in no grace. Men in no place. Fine for them forever. In eternal space. Better seek his face. Don't die by mistake. Don't get cast away. You can repent today. Now, keep up with your garments while you lay your gown. Walk away from them harlots. Better pray for sound. Judgment cause the London Bridge is falling down at the trumpet sound. Tap in, we bout to get it crackin'. Bout to catch the devil again. Cause Christ is coming back in. Packing, ashin', jassin'. Like chitty, chitty, bang, bang. You don't know about no gang, gang. We ain't talking the same thing. Tap in. Have you ever felt lost and lonely? As though you lost your way.
Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. I'm sharp iron right here. Tap in. I'm sharp iron right here. Tap in, tap in, tap in. I'm sharp iron right here. Tap in. I'm sharp iron right here. Tap in, tap in.
Strengthen
Tap
up
in.
your kindness. Strengthen up your kindness. Yeah, we bouncing back in. We tapped in. Alrighty, alright.
We live. Shalom, shalom, family. We are live for another Words of Wisdom. It's just serving Big Homie Yurp. And first and foremost, we're going to give all praises to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his son, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. We are in for a great lesson tonight. The title of the lesson for tonight is Rome did away with the law. Rome did away with the law. Not Paul. Not Paul. Rome did away with the law. We're getting this out the way right now. Rome did away with the law, not Paul. And this lesson is essential, especially in the times we're in right now, because we are in the times of knowledge continuously increasing out here. And believe it or not, the Sunday church, they waking up too. They getting this knowledge too. They receiving this word too. They are hearing the different things Israelites are saying out here, and they hearing the truth too. You know what I'm saying? But they are still not being taught, and they still taking heed, to these pastors that give them smooth sayings. You know what I'm saying? They still got the itching ears. That's why you got teachers like my big bro Cassious Israel coming to you tonight with a great lesson. Rome did away with the law, not Paul. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him introduce himself, and we're gonna get it in, y'all. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, family. How y'all doing out there today? As always, I want to give all honor and praise to the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Holy One of Israel, who is Jesus. I am Cassious Israel, aka Kazak ben Yehuda. I represent the Walls of Jericho Biblical and Historical Studies, Brews in the Hood Entertainment. And of course, I got my breeder here, Big Homie Yurt, as always.
Hold on. They saying they can't hear us. They can't hear the video. They can't hear
I'm
the
on
video.
it. Let me see what's going on.
Hold on.
Sounds like it's on.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, 1 second. Just double checking.
Shalom.
Yeah, if you out there and you tuning in, please tell us if you can hear us. If you can hear us, press 1.
I hear y'all though.
Okay, so I guess we down. You hear it?
Yeah, I hear it. I'm
All
right on
right.
the phone. I pulled it up.
All right.
Yeah, right on the phone. I pulled it up to make
Pull it.
sure.
Okay. What about YouTube? What about
Let me
YouTube?
check YouTube.
Hold on. Let me
Mhm.
see.
Mic check.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Yeah, I hear you coming through
Hmm.
on my devices. Yep.
You hear? All right, well, we finna keep it rolling. We finna keep it rolling. They say they can hear us. They say they can hear us. I'll
All
pray
right.
to the Most High.
All right, let's get into it. So, as my brother was saying, well, let me finish the introduction. Want to go all honor and praise to Elohim, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am Cassious Israel, aka Kazak Ben Yehuda. I represent the walls of Jericho, biblical and historical studies, and Bruise in the Hood Entertainment. And of course, I got my reader here, big homie Yurp, in the building. And we want to go through this, brothers and sisters, because I'm noticing, we from our elders on down, we've done a pretty good job at explaining to people that the law is just not done away with. The problem is that there is nothing to compare it to. And I feel like we need to actually throw that out there. What I mean by that is that there's nothing to show where the law was being kept for hundreds of years after Christ died. And then all of a sudden, these people come up, the Romans, and they literally do away with the law. They didn't even say that the law is done away with. They just did away with the law, right? They have not made, they didn't try to make it when they first did it. They didn't try to make it seem as if Paul was saying the law is done away with. That came later, right? However, the hate for Israel that Rome had is what made the law cease, right? And so we're going to go deal with that. First, what we're going to do is we're going to establish that the law was never done away with. And if you don't speak according to the law and the testimony, you don't even have any truth in you, right? So let's establish that right now. Let's go to Isaiah, the 8th chapter. Isaiah, the 8th chapter. Another thing that people haven't grasped yet is that this is not the Father speaking in the Old Testament. This is actually the Son speaking. This is Jesus speaking in the Old Testament. And in here, he's using language that does not actually come about until the New Testament. So we're going to see that in verse 16. Isaiah, the 8th chapter and verse 16. Isaiah 8 and verse 16. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
It reads, bind up the testimony,
Uh-huh.
seal the law among my disciples.
So he says, seal the law. Does it say do away with the law? No, it says seal the law. Now he's saying disciples. That wasn't referring to nobody in the New, Old Testament, brothers and sisters. That's referring to the disciples in the New Testament, and they were supposed to seal the law among themselves, right? Skip down to verse 19 and go ahead.
And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits.
Now, what's crazy is if the law is done away with, that means we can go seek familiar spirits, right? Or what else? Go ahead.
Seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep.
Right, so we could go talk to witches and wizards and warlocks and get all type of wisdom from them, and it's going to be okay with God, right? Because the law is done away with. So as we keep breaking this down, we're going to see some things that just do not make sense. And by the time we get to the end of this lesson, it's really not going to make sense, right? All right, go ahead, my brother.
And that mutter, should not a people seek unto their God?
Go ahead.
For the living to the dead?
Right, so now he says, should not a people seek unto their God from the living and the dead? Well, if that's the case, then it must be a problem with seeking familiar spirits and wizards that peep and mutter and things of that nature, right? But what is the ultimate lesson here? Verse 20, go ahead.
To the law and to the testimony.
To the law and to the testimony, go ahead.
If they speak not according to this word,
go ahead.
It is because there is no light in them.
Now, why would we think since Jesus came that what Isaiah said no longer applies? That does not make sense. So we have to make it make sense, but we also got to show the evidence that somebody did come do away with the law, and that's why we have this issue nowadays, right? So and we got to think about this even from people in the Sunday church, until they sat down primarily with you, because you can't act as if somebody heard the word and they did not listen to it. They rejected it. If you weren't there to give them the word, you don't know that. So you can't assume people are like that, right? You just have to give them the right information, and prayerfully they will wake up and they will see the error and the flaw in what they're believing in, right? All right, so now let's go see something. Let's go to Daniel, the 7th chapter. Daniel, the 7th chapter. Remember, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. However, that was told to Israel, right? Somebody else came along and acted as if this does not apply anymore. And we're going to see who that is. Let's go to Daniel, the 7th chapter. Daniel, the 7th chapter, and we're going to start at verse 23. Daniel, the 7th chapter, and we're going to start at verse 23. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
It reads, thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth.
Right, so now this is the fourth kingdom that ruled the whole earth. This is talking about Rome. Now let's see what Rome did, though. Go ahead.
Which shall be diverse from all kingdoms.
Go ahead.
And shall devour the whole earth.
Oh, shall devour the whole earth. Well, how you think they're going to do that? With war and religion, brothers and sisters. That's how they're going to devour the whole earth, right? And they're going to do it by convincing you that you don't have to keep God's laws, right? Go ahead.
And shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
Right. So without God's law, everything is going to be broken up. You got to understand that, right? Verse 24, go ahead.
And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise.
Now, once this thing has been done, now you're going to have the Roman Empire collapse, and 10 kings will try to revive the Roman Empire back to where it was, right? Go ahead.
And another shall rise after them.
Go ahead.
And he shall be diverse from the first.
Go ahead.
And he shall subdue 3 kings.
So another one is going to rise. Another horn, or when it says horn, it means power, right? Or king, right? Another one of these kings, another one of these powerful men are going to rise up. And it says it's going to subdue 3 kings. That's the Hurula, the Ostrogoths, and the Vandals, those Germanic tribes that went to war with Rome when it collapsed, right? But we're not dealing with that. We're going to specifically deal with what's coming up in verse 25. Go ahead.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Go ahead.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Now think about it. So now when Rome now brings Christianity into the empire, you got to think that they're starting to change times and they're starting to change laws. Well, what laws is that? God's laws. Well, what times is that? Well, it's talking about Israel, how they tell time and things of that nature, brothers and sisters. Like, for instance, a new day starts when the sun goes down, right? When it's night, when the sun goes all the way down, right? They say it's 12 midnight when a new day starts. So just little stuff like that. They're changing times and they're changing laws. So if we know that Rome is changing laws, we got to investigate what's going on here, right? Go ahead.
Verse 26, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end.
Right, so now think about it. We're getting closer to the end, and then the word is going out that you do have to keep these laws, right? That's because this little horn, this Pope, that's the Pope, he is speaking great words against the Most High. And one of the things is you don't have to keep the law. That is one of the biggest things, right? However, he's really going to step it up with the last 3.5 years, which is the Great Tribulation, right? So verse 26 says, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. Verse 27, go ahead.
And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven.
Go ahead.
Shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
Go ahead.
Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. And all dominion shall serve and obey him.
Talking about the children of Israel, right? Eventually they will be back where they were, right? After all of this has happened, Israel, or the Jew, we're going to say the Jews for this one. The Jews will be back on top like they were, right? All right, so now it says that the saints of the Most High, it says that the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Let me ask you something, Yurp. What's the difference between, what's the opposite of a saint?
Sinner.
A sinner, right? So now what we got to do is we got to establish what makes you a sinner. Well, sinning makes you a sinner, right? But how do you sin, right? So that is the biggest thing. How do you actually sin against God? Let's go see that. Let's go to 1 John, the 3rd chapter. So remember, to the law and to the testimony, if they don't speak according to this word, there is no light or no truth in them. And then we know we have a power out here who's pretending like he's replacing Christ, who's speaking great words against the Most High, and he's thinking to change those laws, right? So think about that as we going through this lesson, right? First, go ahead.
Yeah, another good question probably would be, since people think the law is done away with, is do you believe that you can sin against God in these times, for real?
And it be okay,
right? And it be okay,
right? So you will have to prove that you will be justified by breaking God's law, just purposely breaking God's law and not even caring about the consequence or believing that there is a consequence, right?
Right.
All right, 1 John, the 3rd chapter, 1 John 3, and we're going to start at verse 4. 1 John 3, and we're going to start at verse 4. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
And it says, whosoever committed sin transgressed also the law.
Go ahead.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Oh, so sin is the transgression of the law. So if somebody wants you to break the law, or somebody wants to throw away the law, what are they trying to get you to do? Sin. Be a sinner. That is simple, right? But people will sit here and be like, well, you twisting scriptures, this, that, that. You can't twist this. There is you have to go from the law and the testimony to get the truth. There is somebody out here who is changing God's laws in his times and stuff, right? And now we have a definition of what sin is, which is transgressing or breaking the law, right? Verse 5, go ahead.
Verse 5, it says, and ye know that he was manifested to take away our sins.
Go ahead.
And in him is no sin.
Right, so that's the only way he could do that. In him is no sin. That's why he was able to be a sacrifice for us. But he was supposed to take away our sins in the past. Once he died, we were forgiven for sins in the past. However, that don't mean you could keep sinning in the future, brothers and sisters, right? That's why he's coming to take away our sin. So if he's taking away our sins, how are you going to keep living in sin? Right. That doesn't make sense, right? Verse 6, go ahead.
Whosoever abideth in him sinneth not.
Go ahead.
Whosoever sinneth had not seen him.
Go ahead.
Neither known
right,
him.
So if you just purposely doing this, you don't know God, because you don't know who you dealing with, right? And you haven't really seen God, right? So you don't know God, you haven't seen God if you keep sinning purposely, right? Verse 7, go ahead.
Little children, let no man deceive you.
Let no man deceive. That's the point. Let no man deceive you. Don't let nobody tell you God's laws are not to be adhered to.
They're a liar.
Right? They a liar. So let no man deceive you. Go ahead.
He that doeth righteousness is righteous.
Go ahead.
Even as he is righteous.
Well, how do you become righteous? By keeping the commandments, by keeping the law. This stuff is really simple, y'all. Right? But if you ask somebody how you be righteous, by believing on Jesus, okay, that's all you have to do. So I can go commit adultery and still believe on Jesus. It just don't work like that.
It don't sound right.
Right? It don't sound. It sounds like that's the devil talking to you. You know you ain't got to keep God's law, right?
Right.
That sounds like the devil, y'all, if you really think about it,
but
right?
God said so. God told you to keep the law, but you ain't got to keep the law.
Right, you ain't got to keep that law, right? But verse 8, go ahead.
He that committed sin is of the devil.
Oh, that's plain as day. So if sin is the transgression of the law, and if you commit sin, you are of the devil, then you cannot break the law just all willy-nilly.
Right.
You are of the devil, right? Go ahead.
He that committed sin is of the devil.
Go ahead.
For the devil sinned from the beginning.
He was breaking it. So what was the devil doing from the beginning? If it's not the law, what was he doing from the beginning? See,
breaking Breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
Like breaking the law, right? So if you bring this to people, they got to answer this question. If they can't answer with a snap of a finger, breaking the law, then means they're not trying to keep the law. They're trying to find a way to justify not keeping the law, brothers and sisters, right? And you got to give people time, because this is real witchcraft that this Pope and the Catholic Church has done upon us. It's real witchcraft that has just been happening, right? Go ahead.
For this purpose, the Son of God was manifested.
Go ahead.
That he might destroy the works of the devil.
Right. So the Son of Man is coming to destroy the works of the devil. That means he has to stop people from sinning or breaking the law, brothers and sisters, right? Now, let's really get into who is the one doing this, and how did the Romans feel when it came to the customs of the Jews, right? Let's go to Acts, the 16th chapter, right? So the customs of the Jews is the law, it's the Torah, right? But how did the Romans feel about the customs of the Jews? Acts 16, Acts, the 16th chapter, and we're going to start at verse 16. Acts 16 and verse 16. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us.
Go ahead.
Which brought our masters much gain by soothsaying.
Go ahead.
The same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, these men are the servants of the Most High God.
Go ahead.
Which show unto us the way of salvation.
Now this is after Christ died. Now, if the law is done away with, she can go ahead and keep divining. She can keep soothsaying and still believe in Jesus. You see how it's just not going to make sense as we keep breaking this down?
Right.
Now, she said these men are the servants of the Most High God. Who are the men she's talking about? Well, Paul is one of them. And then the other one is Silas, who we'll get to in a minute, right? Verse 18, go ahead.
And this did she many days.
Go ahead.
But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit,
go ahead.
I command thee in the name of Jesus Christ to come out of her. And he came out the same hour.
Well, why couldn't he stay inside her? Remember, the law is done away with. Right. We ain't got to worry about if we divine in that God gonna punish us. We ain't got to worry about if we say then God gonna punish us, because the law is done away with. See, if you tell a person, well, will a witch get into the kingdom of heaven? Now you got to start asking people stuff.
Right.
Will a witch get in the kingdom of heaven? Well, no, because she don't believe in Jesus. Well, obviously, we got to see something here, because this witch, this person of divination, this woman of divination, she recognized that Jesus is the way of salvation, but she stopped divining, though. Why did she stop? Because it was against the law, brothers and sisters, right? So we got to look at that. Verse 19, go ahead.
And when her masters saw that the hope of their gains were gone.
She stopped, because they stopped making money, right? Go ahead.
They caught Paul and Silas.
So we got Paul here, right? Go ahead.
And drew them into the marketplace unto the rulers.
Go ahead.
And brought them to the magistrates, saying,
go ahead.
These men being Jews.
Okay, so these men being Jews, right? So we established that they are Jews. Go ahead.
Do exceedingly trouble our city.
They do exceedingly trouble our city. How are they doing that? Go ahead.
And teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive.
Go ahead.
Neither to observe.
Go ahead.
Being Roman.
So the customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans. Seems like it's been like that for years. Forever. I want y'all to take note of that and remember that as we go through this. The customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans to receive and to observe.
That's because everything became Hellenized.
Right. Everything became Hellenized, right? Including the Romans that still would be part of Hellenistic culture, right? All right. Now, let's go to Romans, the 1st chapter. Now, you got to pay attention to what he's saying now, because remember, the customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans. So there is a church in Rome with real believers, but he's got to explain something to them, because once again, the customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans, right? Romans 1 and verse 1. Romans 1 and verse 1. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
Paul, a servant of Jesus Christ, called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of God,
Go ahead.
which he had promised afore by his prophets in the Holy Scripture.
Oh, so he's still reading the Old Testament. Look at what's going on here, brothers and sisters. So he's preaching of things and making the promises that God did through his prophets in the Holy Scriptures, which is the Old Testament at this time, right? Go ahead.
Concerning his son, Jesus Christ, our Lord.
Go ahead.
Which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh.
Go ahead.
And declared to be the Son of God with power, according to the Spirit of holiness.
Go ahead.
By the resurrection from the dead.
So I'm going to resurrect. So he's going to resurrect me from the dead, but I'm just out here breaking the law, just not caring. That is not what this is about, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead. Verse 5.
By whom we have received grace and apostleship for obedience to the faith among all nations for his name.
Go ahead.
Among whom are ye also the called of Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
To all that be in Rome.
Oh, to all that be in Rome. Go ahead.
Beloved of God.
Go ahead.
Called to be saints.
Oh, so they're not just breaking the law in this church in Rome, right? Because it's the saints in Rome at this time he's writing to, right? Go ahead.
Grace to you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ.
Matter of fact, skip down to verse 15 and go ahead.
So as much as in me is,
go ahead.
I'm ready to preach the gospel to you that are at Rome also.
All right, so now he's ready to preach the gospel to them that are at Rome also, right? Let's pay attention to what he's telling them, telling these Romans or these people in this church in Rome, right? Let's go to the next chapter. Romans, the second chapter. Romans, the second chapter, and we're going to start at verse 9. Romans, the second chapter, and we're going to start at verse 9. Romans 2 and verse 9. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
Tribulation and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil.
Go ahead.
Of the Jew first, and also of the Gentile.
Now, here's the thing. They also say, well, this is the law of Moses, is only for the Jews, right? Well, if tribulation and anguish are coming upon every soul that doeth evil, what is evil? Right? So if the Jews have their own law, so the Gentiles can do whatever they want. That is not what's going on. The same law for everybody, right? So if the tribulation and anguish come because of evil, the Jew is going to get it first and then the Gentile, right? Verse 10, go ahead.
But glory, honor, and peace to every man that worketh good.
Or in every man that keeps the law and adheres to the law, right? Go ahead.
To the Jew first and also to the Gentile.
Go ahead.
For there is no respect of persons with God.
Go ahead.
For as many as have sinned without law, shall also perish without law.
Right. So now somebody hasn't been taught the law, right? And they're breaking the law. They're still going to perish without the law, right? Go ahead.
And as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law.
And you really in trouble if you actually know the law and you are not keeping the law. You're sinning. You're going to be judged by the law, right? But here's a big thing right here. Verse 13. Go ahead.
For not the hearers of the law are just before God.
Go ahead.
But the doers of the law shall be justified.
It's like people just ignore that. It says the doers of the law shall be justified. I thought the law don't justify you though.
Yeah.
The law don't justify you by itself.
Yep.
You have to have the law and the testimony. And that's what we read in Isaiah 8. You have to have the law and the testimony, not just the law. Right. And it says, if you speak not according to this, it is because there's no light in you. So now we go into the New Testament. We see Paul saying you're not justified by the law is because the other people didn't have the testimony of Jesus Christ. That is why they were not justified. But right here in verse Romans 2 and 13, it says the doers of the law shall be justified. Right.
Right.
All right, so now skip down. What was that? Oh, skip down to verse 17 and go ahead.
Behold, thou art called a Jew.
Go ahead.
And rested in the law.
Go ahead.
And makest thy boast of God.
Right, so you in the law, you teaching the law, and you making your boast of God. Right, go ahead.
and knowest his will.
Go ahead.
And approves the things that are more excellent.
Go ahead.
Being instructed out of the law.
Right, being instructed out of the law, right? It seems like he got to tell these Romans this because they're going to go off and do something crazy, right? Like do away with the law, right? Verse 19, go ahead.
And are confident that thou thyself art a guide of the blind.
Go ahead.
A light of them which are in darkness.
Go ahead.
An instructor of the foolish.
Go ahead.
A teacher of babes.
Go ahead.
Which has the form of knowledge and of the truth in the law.
Notice it just keeps going back to the law, brothers and sisters, right? Skip down to verse 23 and go ahead.
Thou that makest thy boast of the law.
Go ahead.
Through breaking the law, dishonorest thou God.
Oh, wait a minute. You dishonor God by breaking the law?
Yes.
Y'all see how this it's obvious. There is no twisting up of the scriptures. It is obvious that you have to keep the law. You cannot break the law, brothers and sisters, right?
Right.
Verse 24, go ahead.
For the name of God is blasphemed among the Gentiles through you.
Right, because they now think they ain't got to keep the law because of who? The Jews, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
As it is written.
For
circumcision verily profited.
Go ahead.
If thou keep the law.
It just keeps saying it over and over. So if you're getting circumcised, but you're not keeping the other parts of the law, it's not going to profit you, right? Go ahead.
But if thou be a breaker of the law,
go ahead.
Thy circumcision is made uncircumcision.
Go ahead.
Therefore, if the uncircumcision keep the righteousness of the law,
talking about the Gentile, the other nations, brothers and sisters, as much as people don't want to admit that, but he's talking about that. So verse 25, for circumcision verily profited. You being an Israelite ain't gonna profit you if you not keeping the law. You being a Jew don't matter if you're not keeping the law. But if thou be a breaker of the law, thy circumcision is made uncircumcision. So we just might as well treat you like a heathen that's not trying to keep the law.
Might as well.
Might as well. Ain't that what he said in Matthew 18?
Yeah.
See, y'all got to look at this stuff, right? Then it says in verse 26, therefore, if the uncircumcision, talking about other nations, keep the righteousness of the law, shall not his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision? So he's going to be like the people of Israel because he's going to be living the same lifestyle.
Or as a Jew.
Or as a Jew, which we're going to see that in a minute. As a matter of fact, skip down to verse 28 and go ahead.
For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly.
All right, so we see that, right? You ain't a Jew. Just because you're an Israelite, that don't mean you are a Jew according to this context. A Jew is one that is keeping the law, as we're going to see, right? So for he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly. Go ahead.
Neither is that circumcision, which is outward in the flesh.
All right, so what is being a true Jew mean? Go ahead.
But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly.
Oh, which is one inwardly. Go ahead.
And circumcision is that of the heart.
Go ahead.
In the spirit and not in the letter.
Right, not because you're reading the law and then you just saying that this is the truth. No, you got to actually have it in your heart, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
Whose praise is not of men, but of God.
Right, so now, even though it is, you are really a true Jew inwardly if you keep in these laws, what is the advantage of being a Jew, brothers and sisters, right? Let's go to Romans, the 3rd chapter. Romans, the 3rd chapter. Romans, the 3rd chapter, and we're going to start at verse 1. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
It reads, what advantage then hath the Jew?
Go ahead.
Or what profit is there of circumcision?
Right, what is that? Go ahead.
Much every way.
Oh, much every way. Why is that? Go ahead.
Chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
Oh, unto the Jews were committed the oracles of God, or the answers of God. So here's a question so we can get some answers. When it comes to faith, do I do away with the law, or is the law void because of faith? Let's go see that. Skip down to verse 31 and go ahead.
Verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith?
Right, so it's a question, right? Good question. Do we then make void the law through faith? Go ahead.
Do we then make void the law through faith?
Go ahead.
God forbid.
Go ahead.
Yea, we establish the law.
Oh, so he established the law in faith. But people will sit here and act like you're twisting the scriptures. Wait a minute, who the one saying this? It's Paul, right?
Yeah.
He talking to the Romans, right? Which are the ones that really did away with the law. So what we're establishing is Paul did not do away with the law. Once we get this out the way, then we can see what really happened with the law, brothers and sisters, right? So now, once again, do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid, yea, we establish the law, right? All right, now let's go to Romans, the 4th chapter. Romans, the 4th chapter. Romans, the 4th chapter, and we're going to start at verse 13. Romans, the 4th chapter, and we're going to start at verse 13. I'm sorry. Now, what happens when you break the law? Judgment comes, right? Yep. Judgment is the wrath of God. So if there is no wrath, and you have done something and there's no wrath that comes upon you, and I'm not talking about, it don't have to be immediate wrath, right? Because wrath is going to eventually come, right? But wrath will come upon you if you're breaking the law. If there is no law to break and you do something, there is no wrath. That lets you know what is really done away with here, right? All right, verse 13, go ahead.
It says, for the promise that he should be the heir of the world was not to Abraham or to his seed through the law,
right? Go ahead.
But through the righteousness of faith.
Right. So once again, you got to have the law and the testimony. That's what it's talking about. It's not, you're not going to get the promises just by keeping the law and you don't believe in Jesus, right? You don't believe in the Messiah. It's not going to work like that. Just like you are not going to get in the kingdom if you claim to just believe in the Messiah and you're not keeping the law. You have to have both. Once again, to the law and to the testimony, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
For if they which are of the law be heirs, faith is made void.
Right. So if you just needed the law, there's no reason for Jesus to come and die for you. That's what this is speaking about, right? Go ahead.
And the promise made of none effect.
Go ahead.
Because the law worketh wrath.
So the law worketh wrath. Go ahead.
For where no law is,
go ahead,
there is no transgression.
So if you did away with the law, there is no sin. There is no sin. So we can do whatever we want. Why play around and say, well, you know what? I'm not going to do that because that's not of Christ. What you mean? Right. Everything is of Christ. If he did away with the law, everything is of Christ. That's why you people really know it does not make sense here, right?
So don't.
They know it don't make sense. All right, now let's go to the next chapter. Let's go to Romans 5. Romans 5. So the law worketh wrath, for where no law is, there is no transgression. Let's see if we can get another point of that. Romans 5 and verse 12. Romans 5 and verse 12. Whenever you get there, you can go ahead and read.
And it reads, wherefore, as by one man's sin entered into the world, and death by sin.
So who was that one man? Adam, right? How did he sin?
In the garden.
But how did he sin?
He was deceived.
He sinned because he was given instructions by God and he broke them. That's how he sinned. So you mean to tell me we see all of this, all in the Old Testament. Soon as we get to the New Testament, Christ died. Now there's no more sin. Because that's what you got to say. There can't be no more sin if you believe in Jesus. There is no more sin, right? And we know that's not the case, right? Continue, my brother.
Verse 13. Hold on. Verse 12 again.
Yep.
Wherefore, as by one man's sin entered into the world, and death by sin.
Also, if the law was done away with, here's a big thing. If the law was done away with, why are we still dying? We shouldn't even be dying, brothers and sisters. That is the God honest truth.
The law done away with.
The law done away with. So there's no sin. And if Jesus died, so all my past sins are forgiven. When I'm born and I believe in Jesus, there should be no more death.
There should be no more crying, no more pain.
None of it. But that we know that's not the truth, right? Go ahead, my brother.
And so death passed upon all men.
Go ahead.
For that all have sinned.
So for that all have broken the law at one point in time, right? Go ahead.
For until the law, sin was in the world.
Go ahead.
But sin is not imputed when there is no law.
So you cannot charge somebody for sin where there is no law. So why are there still sinners in the Sunday church? There shouldn't be any sinners in the Sunday church. It shouldn't be any sinner. If a person is out gang banging, selling drugs, pimping, and doing all this, and they go to church every Sunday, it shouldn't be a problem with that. But people will find an issue with that, not even thinking about the fact that in your spirit you're supposed to keep God's commandments, right? So for until the law, sin was in the world, but sin is not imputed when there is no law. You cannot charge somebody for sin where there is no law. Wanted to stress that because if you say the law is done away with, there is no more sin, brothers and sisters. There shouldn't be any more sinners if that's the case, logically speaking, right? All right, now let's go to Romans 6. Romans 6. Once again, pay attention to why he's telling the Romans this. And it makes sense once we understand what all has transpired, right? Romans 6 and verse 1. Romans 6 and verse 1. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound?
Oh, we under grace, so we can just go ahead and keep sinning, right? Let's see what Paul said about that. Go ahead.
God forbid.
No, that's not the case. God forbid. He forbids you to think that you're going to go sin because that grace may abound, right? Go ahead.
How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?
So you're supposed to be dead to sin, but you're still living in sin. Dead, live. They're two opposite things, brothers and sisters, right? You cannot be dead to sin and still live in sin. That makes no sense.
None.
And we know this stuff makes no sense. We just got to really think and get out of our lustful desires, brothers and sisters, right? Skip down to verse 14 and go ahead.
For sin shall not have dominion over you.
Go ahead.
For ye are not under the law, but under grace.
All right, so we not that's true though. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. But then do we sin because we're under grace? Let's see that. Go ahead.
What then?
Go ahead.
Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace?
What's the answer?
God forbid.
He's saying it again. So think about it, y'all. All of this stuff that we under grace now, so we ain't got to worry about the law of Moses and all that. All of that came from Rome, and he's telling them this is not the case before they even do that. Right? So he knew what was going to happen, brothers and sisters, right?
And that's because they wanted to just bring in all their pagan customs, mix it in with the church so they can just continue to go on with their agenda.
Right. And it's sad that we have been victims of that. So now think about it. Rome did that. Then all the nations that ended up coming from Rome and adopting Rome's religion, then those same people grabbed you from West Africa and brought you over there and gave you their religion. And so you believe the same thing the Romans believe now. Right? Verse 16, go ahead.
Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey?
Go ahead.
Whether of sin unto death,
go ahead,
or of obedience unto righteousness.
So there's two different things, two different paths you can take. You can either be a servant to sin, or you can be a servant in obedience unto righteousness, right? Go ahead.
But God be thanked.
Go ahead.
That ye were the servants of sin.
Go ahead.
But ye have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered you.
Right. So the same doctrine that he's saying, hey, do we sin because we're under grace? God forbid. That's the same doctrine. Hey, do we make void the law through faith? No, nope. We establish the law. That is the doctrine that he's talking about, right? So he says, but God be thanked that ye were the servants of sin, but ye have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered you. Talking about keeping the law and the testimony, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
Being then made free from sin,
go ahead.
Ye became the servants of righteousness.
Right. So now you're free from sin. That's what you were free from. You're not free from God's law. You're free from the law of sin and death, which we're going to eventually see.
Free from transgression.
Free from transgressing willfully. You don't have a desire to do that, right? All right, let's go to the next chapter, chapter 7. And we're going to start at verse 4. Romans chapter 7. And we're going to start at verse 4. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
7 verse 4 and read, wherefore, my brethren, ye also are become dead to the law by the body of Christ.
Go ahead.
That ye should be married to another, even to him who was raised from the dead.
Now it says you are dead to the law. You see how he's talking about different laws, brothers and sisters. The dead to the law in this context is the law of sin and death. You are dead to the law of sin and death, brothers and sisters, right? So wherefore, my brethren, ye also are become dead to the law of sin and death by the body of Christ, that ye should be married to another, even to him who is raised from the dead. Go ahead.
Even to him that is raised from the dead. Wait, what verse was that?
That's in the middle of verse 4.
Raised from the dead. Oh, okay, raised from the dead, that we should bring forth fruit unto God.
Go ahead.
For when we were in the flesh,
Go ahead.
the motions of sin, which were by the law,
Go ahead.
did work in our members to bring forth fruit unto death.
That's your sin is going back to the law, because there is no sin without the law, brothers and sisters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
But now we are delivered from the law.
We are, which law is that? The law of sin and death. We're going to see that is what he's talking about, right? So, but now we are delivered from the law. Go ahead.
That being dead wherein we were held.
Go ahead.
That we should serve in newness of spirit.
Go ahead.
And not in the oldness of the letter.
Right. So now we have the Spirit of God, and we're going to walk in the newness thereof. We don't walk in the law of sin and death, brothers and sisters, right? We do not walk in that law. All right, keep going, verse 7.
What shall we say then?
Go ahead.
Is the law sin?
That's a crazy question if you're saying that, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to say? The law is sin, so you can't sin without the law, but then you're going to turn around and say the law is sin. That sounds like some Creflo Dollar. What is his name? Creflo Dollar?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something he'll say, right? But of course, he's trying to get you to give up your money. So of course, he's going to be like, hey, do whatever you want. Just give me your money, right? But now, what shall we say then? Is the law sin? What is the answer?
God forbid.
God forbid. He keeps saying, no, God forbid, right? Go ahead.
Nay.
I
had not known sin.
Go ahead.
But by the law.
Right. So now I haven't not known sin, but by the law of God. This is what he's talking about, the law of God, right? Go ahead.
For I had not known lust, except the law has said, thou shalt not covet.
Right. So now, what is the law, brothers and sisters? Let's go see what the law is. Verse 12. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy.
Oh, it's holy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not sin.
No.
It is holy. So why would we do away with something holy? Now, if Paul is saying the law is holy, that means somebody did away with this law, brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. And it was not Paul, because he's telling the Romans that the law is holy.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Wherefore the law is holy. Wait.
Yep.
Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good.
Right. So the law is holy, and the commandment is holy and just and good. Right. Now let's see what this other law in our members or in our mind is. Right. Mm-hmm. Skip down to verse 21 and go ahead.
I find then a law that when I do good, evil is present with me.
Oh, so there's evil there, right? So remember, tribulation and anguish come to every soul that committeth evil. We're going to see what law you are following if you're committing evil.
To the Jew first and to the Gentile.
To the Jew first and to the Gentile, right? Go ahead. Verse 22.
Verse 22. For I delight in the law of God after the inward man.
Well, he said he delights after the law of God, right? So he delights in the law of God after the inward man. Go ahead.
But I see another law in my members.
Oh, there's another law in your members. What law is that? Go ahead.
Warring against the law of my mind.
Go ahead.
And bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members.
Oh, the law of sin. So sin has a law. So you got to understand what law he's talking about. If we're dead to the law, that's the law of sin and death, right? But however, the law of God is holy, just, and good. And you got to keep the law of God in order not to sin, brothers and sisters. Really simple, right?
Really simple.
Verse 24, go ahead.
O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death?
Go ahead.
I thank God through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then with the mind, I myself serve the law of God.
Oh, so Paul's saying he serves the law of God. That shows you the law is not done away with and Christ is dead. So he shouldn't be saying this, brothers and sisters.
He keeping the commandments.
He keeping the commandment. He's keeping the Torah, brothers and sisters, right? I thank God through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then with my mind, with the mind, I myself serve the law of God. However, with the flesh, what do? Go ahead.
But with the flesh, the law of sin.
So the flesh has a law, just like the mind has a law, brothers and sisters. The mind should be filled with the law of God. Remember, he said, seal the law among my disciples.
Yeah.
The mind should be filled with the law of God, but the flesh is filled with the law of sin. This is what Paul said to the Romans, right? Now, let's go to the next chapter. Let's go to Hebrews, the 10th chapter. Hebrews, the 10th chapter. We're going to keep seeing that this law ain't going nowhere. So you better either get to it or the wrath of God going to come upon you. No way to sugarcoat this. All right? No way to sugarcoat this. All right, Hebrews 10 and verse 26. Hebrews 10 and verse 26. Whenever you get there, you can go ahead and read.
For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
Now, if you sin willfully or you break the law willfully, after you have received the knowledge of the truth, go ahead.
For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth,
go ahead.
There remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
So ain't nobody gonna die for you for your own sins. You're gonna deal with your own presumptuous, willful sins, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
But a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation.
But why? The law is done away with. Why are we looking for judgment? And we're fearful, looking for judgment and fiery indignation, right? Go ahead.
Which shall devour the adversary.
Go ahead.
He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses.
Oh, so it's talking about Moses' law now, right? Well, what about when you're now under Christ? How is it going to be? Is it going to be better or is it going to be worse? Let's see. Go ahead.
He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses.
Go ahead.
Of how much sore punishment suppose ye?
Wait a minute. It says it's going to be sore punishment? Go ahead.
How much sore punishment suppose ye? Shall he be thought worthy who had trodden underfoot the Son of God and had counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing and had done despite unto the Spirit of grace?
Well, do we then make void the law through faith, and do we now live in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. So this is not talking about that, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
For we, verse 30.
Yep.
For we know him that has said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord.
Go ahead.
And again, the Lord shall judge his people.
Go ahead.
It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
It is a fearful thing. That's why if you just out here sinning for whatever, you don't really know God, because it's a fearful. You should be real fearful to fall into the hands of the living God. And once again, he's telling that to, well, in this particular case, this is another witness, right? This is Hebrews. This is another witness speaking about the law and doing it willfully, and you will get in trouble with God if you're sinning or breaking the law willfully, brothers and sisters, right? Now, let's go back to Romans, the 8th chapter. Romans, the 8th chapter. Romans, the 8th chapter, and we're going to start at verse 1. Romans, the 8th chapter, and we're going to start at verse 1. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
It says, there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus.
Right. So now that sounds good, don't it? There ain't no condemnation if you're in Christ Jesus. You can do whatever you want. There is a stipulation here, though, right? Let's see that stipulation. Go ahead.
Who walk not after the flesh,
go ahead,
but after the Spirit.
What's in the flesh? It said the law of sin is in the flesh. So you can't walk after the law of sin and think you're not going to be condemned. If you walk in the law of God, which is the Spirit, then you will not be condemned. How can you? You're keeping the law, right? Verse 2, go ahead.
For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus had made me free from the law of sin and death.
Also, the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has made me free from the law of sin and death. That's the law that I'm free from. That's the law that I am dead to. The law of sin and death, not the law of God, y'all. Right? Verse 3, go ahead.
For what the law could not do,
go ahead,
in that it was weak through the flesh,
go ahead,
God sending his own son in his likeness of sinful flesh,
go ahead,
and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh.
Because you know what's part of the law? The sacrificial law. And you still needed a sacrifice for atonement. That's why you cannot just go by the law, because you need somebody to atone for your sins, brothers and sisters, right? But you still need the law to not sin. This is very simple if we are okay with surrendering our desires, right? Verse 4, go ahead.
That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us.
Oh, so the righteousness of the law should be fulfilled in us, or might be fulfilled in us. Go ahead.
Might be fulfilled in us.
Go ahead.
Who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit.
Because you can't walk after the flesh. Once again, the flesh has the law of sin in it. You cannot walk after the flesh thinking that you're going to be justified by God, right? Go ahead.
For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
Meaning that they're thinking about sinning, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit.
That means they're worried about God's law. This is really, if you really think about it, this is really simple.
Bible 101.
All you got to do is think and acknowledge that God's law is still to be adhered to, right? Verse 6, go ahead.
For to be carnally minded is death.
Go ahead.
But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Why is that though? Go ahead.
Because the carnal mind is enmity against God.
Why is that? Go ahead.
For it is not subject to the law of God.
Go ahead.
Neither indeed can be.
Also, the carnal mind or the fleshly mind is an enemy to God, right? And why is that? Because it's not subject to the law of God, and indeed, or neither indeed can be. It can't be subject unto the law of God. Why? Because you thinking about your desires that's going against God's law and don't care. You minding the things of the flesh, right? Verse 8, go ahead.
Verse 8, so then they that are in the flesh cannot please God.
That means that they that are living according to the law of sin cannot please God. Once again, he's telling that to the who? The Romans. The Romans, brothers and sisters, right? All right, now let's go to Romans 11. Romans, the 11th chapter. We have to look at this and how it is, brothers and sisters. It is what it is. There's nothing wrong with keeping God's law, and it's an honor.
But before you go on, why is he directing this to the Romans?
Because the customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans, and so he got to make sure the church in Rome understands that, so they won't get caught up in all the folly that's going on in Rome around them.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
All right, Romans 11 and verse 1. Romans 11 and verse 1. Whenever you get there, you can go and read.
I say then, had God cast away his people?
And then they act like this. Have God cast away the Jews? What's the answer? Go ahead.
God forbid.
He keeps saying that over and over. God forbid. Go ahead.
For I also am an Israelite.
Go ahead.
Of the seed of Abraham.
Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
All right, so what about this time? Is there any Israelites around at this time, or any Jews around at this time? Verse 5, go ahead.
God had not cast away.
No, verse 5. Verse 5, my bad.
I wanted that one, my bad. Verse 5. Even so then, at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace.
And even in this present time, there's always a remnant of Israel that knows what's going on.
But it's keeping the law of God, not the law of sin.
Right, and that's keeping the law of God and not the law of sin, right? Skip down to verse 7 and go ahead.
Verse 7.
Go ahead.
What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for.
Go ahead.
But the election had obtained it.
Go ahead.
And the rest were blind.
Right, the Jews is blinded. Right? Most of the Jews, especially in this time are blinded, right?
Because they was Hellenized.
Right. They were Hellenized, but it was more than that. It's a lot of stuff. They end up just giving it up on their own, forsaking God. There ain't even need to be no Hellenistic stuff going on.
Just to live.
Just to live the way you want to live. And sin at your leisure, right? Go ahead.
What verse we at?
Verse 8.
Verse 8. According as it is written,
go ahead.
God had given them the spirit of slumber,
go ahead.
Eyes that they should not see,
go ahead.
And ears that they should not hear,
go ahead.
Unto this day.
Until this day as well. It's still going on, right? Skip down to verse 11 and go ahead.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
Go ahead.
God forbid.
Go ahead.
But rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles.
Go ahead.
For to provoke them to jealousy.
Right, and he telling the Romans this. I know. That's the biggest thing. You definitely gonna get Israel to be jealous if Rome is now coming into the mix, right? Verse 12, go ahead.
Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world,
go ahead.
And the diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles,
go ahead.
How much more their fullness?
Now doesn't make sense why the Romans told you the law is done away with? Because they get rich off of that. If you actually do a study on the Rome and the Catholic Church, all the way down through the Renaissance, all the way down to the transatlantic slave trade, they got very wealthy spreading this false Christianity.
Them would be the merchants. That's how they talking about in Revelation.
Yeah, everybody got to start joining onto that great whore that sitteth upon many waters, Catholic Church. We will deal with that today as well, right? Verse 13, go ahead.
For I speak to you, Gentiles,
go ahead.
Inasmuch as I am the apostle of the Gentiles,
go ahead.
I magnify my office.
I'm going to magnify my office on you. Yeah, one of the elders love to say that. Shout out to Brother Stevie, because he's right. Sometimes you do have to magnify your office, right? Continue, my brother.
If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh.
Go ahead.
And might save some of them.
Right. So I bet there's Israelites, there's Jews out there that they saw other nations trying to get right with God, and it made you want to get right with God. That's the point. He want to provoke you to jealousy. It's sad that he got to do that, but he want to provoke you to jealousy so that you will get right as well. However, when it comes to everybody else, he don't think the same way about the Jews, brothers and sisters.
Right.
He said, what advantage have a Jew? They have the answers to God, right?
Every way, chief.
Every way, right? Verse 15, go ahead.
For if the casting away of them be the reconciling of the world,
go ahead.
What shall the receiving of them be?
Go ahead.
But life from the dead.
All right. So you know when now Israel comes back. That is a great thing if the Jews come back. Like I said, it's sad that we have to provoke you to jealousy in order to get you to obey. But hey, anything is better than nothing, right? Go ahead.
For if the first fruit be holy,
go ahead.
The lump is also holy.
Go ahead.
And if the root be holy, so are the branches.
Right. So if the first fruits in the root is holy, everything else is holy, will be holy. Talking about Israel still, right? Go ahead.
And if some of the branches be broken off,
go ahead.
And thou being a wild olive tree.
Talking about the Gentile, because he being a wild olive tree, he don't have God, so he gonna be out here wilding and not knowing what he's doing, right? Go ahead.
Work grafted in among them.
Go ahead.
And with them partakers of the root and the fatness of the olive tree.
Oh, that is one thing y'all not supposed to do, though. Go ahead.
Boast not against the branches.
Why you think he telling that to Rome, y'all? Because they're going to do that 300 years after this. Right? Go ahead.
Boast not against the branches.
Go ahead.
But if thou boast, thou bearest not the root, but the root thee.
Right. So you're not bearing the root. You're not dealing with the root. You think you are the root. That's why you boasting against the branch. They think they are the root.
The heirs.
They think they are. That's how they act. And we have to understand that that is a polluted version of our customs, brothers and sisters, right? That they didn't put their customs together, took the name of our Messiah and just slapped it all together.
Wrong.
Yeah. Wrong. Yes, go ahead. Verse 19.
Thou wilt say then, the branches were broken off.
Go ahead.
That I might be grafted in.
Man, they say that now. The Jews, they ain't want their Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
So they ain't even mattering no more. That's why he said, hey, did God cast away his people? God forbid. Do not boast against the branches because I still love them and they're still my people. Right? Go ahead. Verse 20.
Well, because of unbelief, they were broken off. And thou standest by faith.
Y'all standing by faith. What is the message to them, though? Go ahead.
Be not high-minded, but fear.
Don't get cocky. Because once again, the protocol going to go the same way. Yes, you can come in because they not listening, right? Some of them are not listening. A lot of them not listening.
And I got to provoke them to jealousy by bringing y'all
in. But it's really at the end of the day to try to save them.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to save the Jews by letting the Gentiles come in. The Gentiles seem to take this better than the Jews reality. And God said that in Ezekiel 3. So let's not go there. But it's the reality that they will take it over the Israelite for some strange reason, right?
But he said if I talk came to my people
with a strange speech and another tongue, they would hear me. But the house of Israel is not gonna hear me because they are hard-hearted people.
For real.
They ain't talking about no lost Israelites, y'all. We got to get out of that, right? Verse 21, go ahead.
For if God spared not the natural branches, take heed lest he also spare not thee.
Right. So once again, just because he didn't spare the natural branches, don't think he gonna spare you. He gonna get at you too. One law for all.
No respecter of person.
No respecter of person. Skip down to verse 25 and go ahead.
For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery.
Go ahead.
Lest ye should be wise in your own conceit.
Go ahead.
That blindness pardon is happened to Israel.
Go ahead.
Until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in.
Right. So as long as the nations are not fully coming in, whoever's gonna come in, right? Israel gonna be blind until the end. That's until the end, y'all. Israel gonna be blind, right? But there's always going to be a remnant according to the election of grace. We got to always remember that, right? All right. So now what? Matter of fact, no, I'm sorry. Verse 26.
And so all Israel shall be saved.
Right. All Israel gonna come out of captivity, but here's the thing. You ain't gonna make it out that wilderness. So you'll get out of captivity, but you're gonna die in the wilderness if you in there doing what you're not supposed to do, right? So all Israel shall be saved from captivity. Go ahead.
As it is written.
Go ahead.
There shall come out of Zion the deliverer. And shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
Well, how is he going to do that? He got to bring the law back to you. Right? He said he's going to magnify the law and make it honorable. That is not when Jesus died. Now I'm not even going to do that no more. Right? So we got to understand. You got to keep the law, but the law is not going to justify you by itself. People would just say the law is not going to justify you and leave it there. Why is it not going to justify you by itself? Because we read in Isaiah 8 that you need the law and the testimony, brothers and sisters, right? Where you at, my brother?
27.
Go ahead.
For this is my covenant unto them.
Go ahead.
When I shall take away their sin.
Right, I'm going to die for you. I'm going to be your atonement for your past sin. But once you have the knowledge of the truth, you better not sin willfully. You better keep those laws, brothers and sisters, right? Now, let's look at a counter argument that some people would try to use. Let's go to 1 John 3. Let's go back to 1 John 3. And remember, all of this stuff is going back to the beginning when the Father gave the law to the Son, and then the Son gave the law to Moses, and then Moses gave the law to the children of Israel, brothers and sisters, right? All right, we are going to 1 John 3 and verse 21. 1 John 3 and verse 21. Whenever you get there, my brother,
John 3 and 21.
You can go ahead and read. Go ahead.
And it reads, Beloved, if our heart condemn us not,
go ahead.
Then have we confidence towards God.
Right, go ahead.
then have we confidence towards God.
If our heart condemn us not, why wouldn't our heart condemn us? Because we're walking after the spirit and not after the flesh, right? Go ahead.
And whatsoever we ask, we receive of him.
Why is that? Go ahead.
Because we keep his commandments.
Well, we know that this is talking about the commandments of God, right? But let's see what it's saying here that gets people so confused, that makes people who think or want the law to be done away with think that this is going to justify that, right? So he says, and whatsoever we ask, we receive of him because we keep his commandments. Go ahead.
And do those things that are pleasing in his sight.
But you can't walk in the flesh. That means you can't walk after the law of sin, law of sin, right?
Absolutely not.
Go ahead.
And this is his commandment.
Go ahead.
That we should believe on the name of his son, Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
And love one another.
Go ahead.
As he gave us commandments.
Oh, you see right there. That's all we got to do. That's the commandment. All we got to do is believe in the son, Jesus Christ.
And love one another.
And love one another as he gave commandment. Well, how do you love? According to the Bible. So you know what's going on? People are loving according to how the Romans taught you. That's how you are interpreting this. You are doing it according to how the Romans taught you. For instance, the Romans taught you when you get married, it's because you fall in love and this, that, and third. But when you fall out of love, you can get a divorce. Does the Bible say that?
No.
No, that is not the love of God. That is the love of Rome.
Right.
Right. That is the love of Rome. Right. Go ahead, my brother.
And he, verse 24. And he that keepeth his commandments dwelleth in him.
Go ahead.
And he in him.
Go ahead.
And hereby we know that he abideth in us. By the spirit which he had given us.
Right. And that spirit is the law of God, brothers and sisters. Right. Let's go to the next chapter. Chapter 4 and verse 11. Chapter 4 and verse 11. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
And it reads, beloved, if God so loved us,
go ahead,
we ought also to love one another.
Go ahead.
So no man has seen God at any time.
Go ahead.
If we love one another, God dwelleth in us.
Go ahead.
And his love is perfected in us.
Go ahead.
Hereby know we that we dwell in him.
Go ahead.
And he in us.
Go ahead.
Because he had given us of his spirit.
Right. So if you associate spirit with the law of God, you can really read that into the text because that's what it is, right? Go ahead. Verse 14.
Verse 14. And we have seen and do testify that of the Father, that the Father sent the Son to be the Savior of the world.
Go ahead.
Whosoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God,
go ahead,
God dwelleth in him, and he in God.
Go ahead.
And we have known and believed the love that God had to us.
Go ahead.
God is love.
God is love. Go ahead.
And he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God.
Go ahead.
And God in him.
So we read this and we don't associate it with the law when we're supposed to associate it with the law, because that's what shows you what love is. The law shows you what love is, brothers and sisters, right? Now, let's go see a rebuttal to this. Let's go to 2 John, the first chapter. What law is it talking about? So once again, they'll say, well, Jesus came to do away with the law of Moses, right? But did the Father come to do that? No, because they'll never associate the law being done away with the Father. So let's go see that. 2 John 1 and verse 4. 2 John 1 and verse 4. Whenever you get that, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
I rejoice greatly that I found of thy children walking in truth.
Go ahead.
As we have received the commandment from the Father.
Oh, see, now it changes. Even though we know that's the Son in the Old Testament, people think that's the Father. People think that the Son's coming to do away with the Father's law. But then it says, well, now that's the law of Moses. What is it the law of the Father? Is it the law of Moses? Right? It can't be both. It has to be somebody is delivering the law that came from somebody else, brothers and sisters. And that's all Moses was doing. That was the law of God. That was the Son, but the Son also got it from the Father, brothers and sisters, right? So this is a commandment that we received from the Father. Go ahead.
And now I beseech thee, lady, not as though I wrote a new commandment.
Right, so not as though I wrote a new commandment. Go ahead.
unto thee, but that which we had from the beginning, that we love one another.
The beginning is the Torah, brothers and sisters. From the beginning is the Torah, right? Verse 6, go ahead.
And this is love.
Go ahead.
That we walk after his commandments.
Oh, the fathers.
Yep.
Because the context is the fathers.
Yeah.
So you cannot use that to say the son made different laws from the father. It's all the same law from the beginning. It's not a new commandment. You are always commanded to love one another according to the Torah, brothers.
Same law from the Torah, not just you saved by grace or you believe in Jesus Christ or you just love your neighbor.
Right. That's that. But you can't love your neighbor without the Torah.
Right.
It's impossible, y'all. Right, go ahead.
What verse we at?
Verse 6. Go ahead.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment.
This is the commandment. Go ahead.
That as ye have heard from the beginning, ye shall walk in it.
Well, what did we hear from the beginning? What's the beginning? That's Genesis, ain't it? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, the Torah, brothers and sisters.
Torah.
Right? That's what we heard from the beginning. However, people don't want us to believe in this. Why? Go ahead.
For many deceivers are entered into the world.
Go ahead.
Who confess not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh.
Go ahead.
This is a deceiver and an antichrist.
Right. This is the deceiver and antichrist, right? That's saying that if you don't confess that Jesus Christ has come into the flesh, you are a deceiver and an antichrist. And you're also a deceiver and an antichrist if you're preaching the commandments that didn't come from the that came from the beginning. If you didn't preach,
right?
If you're not preaching those commandments, brothers and sisters, you are a deceiver. If you're not saying that Jesus Christ is coming in the flesh, you are a deceiver. Right? Verse 8, go ahead.
Look to yourselves that we lose not those things which we have wrought.
Go ahead.
But that we receive a full reward.
Go ahead.
Whosoever transgresseth.
Oh, so whosoever transgressive, go ahead.
And abideth not in the doctrine of Christ.
Notice it says and. It says whosoever transgresses and abideth not in the doctrine of Christ. It's two things here. That's why you cannot be justified with just one. That is what they were speaking about. It's two things here. So whosoever transgressive and abideth not in the doctrine of Christ, go ahead.
Had not God.
They don't have God. If you don't have both of them, the law and the testimony, you don't have the truth in you.
Right.
Go ahead.
He that abideth in the doctrine of Christ.
Go ahead.
He have both the Father and the Son.
Oh, so you have both the Father and the Son. So the Son can't come down here and change what the Father has done. Then you won't have both the Father and the Son.
Right.
You'll just have the Son and not the Father.
Right. He came to do the Father's will.
He came to do the Father's will. So the Father, if the law or the commandment from the Father was there from the beginning, that means the law and the commandment of the Son was there from the beginning, brothers and sisters. They are on one accord. Right. Verse 10, go ahead.
If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine,
go ahead.
Receive him not into your house.
Go ahead.
Neither bid him Godspeed.
Don't even receive them in your house. They don't want to abide by this doctrine, right? You done sat down with them. You didn't talk to them. They acknowledge that this is the truth. They reject it. Don't even invite them in your house after that. And then neither bid them Godspeed. People are like, that's kind of harsh. No. Why don't you want to do that? Verse 11, go ahead.
For he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds.
So if I'm saying, man, you're doing a good job, I give you Godspeed, but you breaking the law, that means I'm down for your evil deeds. So don't do that, brothers and sisters, right? All right, now let's look at something else. Let's go to Lamentations, the second chapter. Lamentations, the second chapter. Let's see what happened to the law among the Gentiles. Lamentations, the second chapter, and we're going to start at verse 5. Lamentations, the second chapter. Lamentations, the second chapter, and we're going to start at verse 5. Whenever you get that, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
It reads, the Lord was as an enemy.
Go ahead.
He that swallowed up Israel.
That's another thing. So the Lord was an enemy to Israel. Israel got another chance, but the other enemies of the Lord don't get a chance. Like, we got to think about things we be saying, brothers and sisters, right? So the Lord was an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. Go ahead.
He had swallowed up all her palaces.
Go ahead.
He had destroyed his stronghold.
Go ahead.
And had increased in the daughter of Judah mourning and lamentation.
Go ahead.
And he had violently taken away his tabernacle as if it were a garden.
Go ahead.
He had destroyed his places of the assembly.
Go ahead.
The Lord had caused the solemn feasts and Sabbaths to be forgotten in Zion.
That's why they're not doing it. We forgot them. We forgot them. It's not that they were done away with. We forgot them. Somebody picked up our Messiah and then put all type of stuff on it. Right? Go ahead.
And had despised in the indignation of his anger the king and the priest.
Go ahead.
The Lord had cast off his altar. He had abhorred his sanctuary.
Go ahead.
He had given up into the hand of the enemy the walls of our palaces.
Go ahead.
They have made a noise in the house of the Lord. And as the day of solemn feast,
go ahead.
The Lord had purpose to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion.
Go ahead.
He had stretched out a line.
Go ahead.
He had not withdrawn his hand from destroying.
Go ahead.
Therefore, he made the rampart and the wall to lament the language together.
Right, go ahead.
Her gates are sunken into the ground.
So her gates are sunk into the ground. Go ahead.
He had destroyed and broken her bars.
He have destroyed and broken her bars. Go ahead.
Her kings and her princes are among the Gentiles.
So her kings and her princes are among the Gentiles. And what's going on? Go ahead.
The law is no more.
Oh, so the law is no more among the Gentiles. So they did away with the law. Once again, we're going to see it's the Gentiles that told you that the law was done away with, not the Israelites and not God. None of the Israelites, not even Paul, told you that the law is done away with, as we saw, as we are seeing, right? So we have to understand that if we get caught up in this thing, that we're going to get in trouble and the wrath of God is going to come upon us, right? Now, let's go back.
Let me finish that.
Oh, go ahead.
Her prophets also find no vision from the Lord.
Oh, that's good. So the prophets find no vision for the Lord, and that's why prophecy was not being seen like it is now. Are we seeing it now? But their vision was gone from the prophets of God, right? Now, let's go back to Acts 16. We're going to read this again, and then we're going to go into the history to prove what this is saying. Acts 16 and verse 16. Acts 16 and verse 16. Whenever you get there, you can go and read.
And it reads, and it came to pass as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us.
Go ahead.
Which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying.
Right. So once again, this was a witch. This was a woman of divination. And she brought her masters much gain by soothsaying, right? Go ahead.
The same followed Paul and us and cried, saying, these men are the servants of the Most High God.
Go ahead.
Which show unto us the way of salvation.
So she recognized that these men show us the way of salvation, and they're the servants of the Most High God. Once again, go ahead.
And this did she many days. But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit,
go ahead.
I command thee in the name of Jesus Christ to come out of her.
Go ahead.
And he came out of her, and he came out the same hour.
All right, so let's skip for some time. The masters of this woman, they went to the magistrates or the local officials, brought them to the marketplace, and they are now accusing them of doing unlawful things, right? Skip down to verse 20 and go ahead.
And brought them to the magistrates,
right?
Saying,
go ahead.
These men being Jews,
right? Go ahead.
These men being Jews do exceed and trouble our city.
Go ahead.
And teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive.
Go ahead.
Neither to observe being Roman.
All right. So now, once again, the customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans. Now, let's fast forward 300 and some years later, and let's see what's going on. So we're now going to go to the history here. We're going to go to what is called the Nicene Creed. It is the separation of the Jews and the Christians, or the Catholics, should we say. So the Nicene Creed. And my brother, I want you to read from that paper. The Nicene Creed. This is what this is. Go ahead. This one.
Okay, yeah.
You got it.
The separation between Jews and Christians.
All right, so this is the separation between Jews and Christians, right? Go ahead.
Rejection of coexistence between Jews and Christians.
Go ahead.
What these councils indicate by their desire to mark a clear distance between Jews and Christians.
Go ahead.
Is that there was a real conviviality between Jews and Christians.
Or a conflict. That's what that means. Conviviality. Go ahead.
Between the Jews and Christians at the beginning of the 4th century.
All right, so now this is, once again, 300 years later, there was this conflict between Jews and Christians at the beginning of the 4th century. Remember, we read in Acts 16 that the customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans. And the Romans is the ones that made this new Christian faith, right? Go ahead.
For example, the Council of Elvira in Spain, decree in 306.
All right, so this is 306, right? Go ahead.
If any of the clergy of the faithful eats with Jews,
go ahead,
he shall be kept from communion in order that he be corrected as he should.
So communion, everybody knows, if you've been in the Sunday church, you know what communion is. Well, if the Jews, if the faithful that are part of the clergy are eating with Jews, they shall be kept from communion in order that they be corrected as they should. That's crazy. But this is the people that actually were given the law of God, right? Go ahead.
Point 25, Canon 49 of the same council also condemned the practice of Christian farmers asking Jews to bless their crops.
Now, how is you a Christian and the Jews come to you? We're talking about the real Jews at this point. The Jews are coming to you and you can't even bless their crops. That's what a Christian's doing? That's what they're making Christians do? Go ahead.
Later, the Theodosians code prohibited a Jewess from marrying a Christian.
All right, so the Theodosian code is there's an emperor named Theodosius after Constantine. He is going to make a decree as well. We will go through that, and I will explain more of who he is and what he did, right? Go ahead.
Prohibited a Jewess from marrying a Christian.
Go ahead.
A Jew from owning Christian slaves.
Go ahead.
Or circumcising children born to a non-Jewish family.
Right, so you couldn't circumcise, you couldn't bless their crops, you couldn't do nothing. You could, if you were a clergy member, you couldn't eat with Jews, right? Go ahead.
In the centuries that followed, numerous laws regulated these relations until the Council of Nicaea, the second in 787.
Go ahead.
Which published what was probably the harshest text against the Jews.
Go ahead.
Since it decreed that it was impossible for a Jew to receive baptism unless he publicly repudiates Jewish customs and rights.
Oh, so he has to do away with the Jewish customs and rights. In order for him to be baptized, y'all hearing this? In order for a Jew to be baptized, according to the Nicene Creed, he has to publicly repudiate or do away with Jewish customs and rights. Why is that? Because the customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans, even when they becoming Christians. Y'all got to understand, it was a hatred between Rome and Israel, to the point where Rome felt like their customs were unlawful, and we felt like the Romans' customs were unlawful to us. Right? Go ahead.
Thus, the seventh so-called ecumenical council, which still has authority in Orthodox and Catholic churches today, affirms that any Jew who comes in faith in the Messiah Jesus.
Oh, so any Jew that comes in the faith of Messiah Jesus, go ahead,
and wishes to retain elements of his faith and practice, is rejected from the society of the baptized.
So they rejected everybody that was keeping Torah. This is who did away with the law. That's why Paul was telling that to the Romans, because this is what they ended up doing, right? So no, it was not Paul that did away with the law. It was the Romans, as we can see, right? Let's go to the second one, the rejection of the Sabbath. The rejection of the Sabbath. Go ahead.
The Council of Nicaea did not introduce Sunday instead of the Sabbath.
Go ahead.
As this practice had gradually become established in the church before the council.
Yeah, because Israel ready to give up their law. Israel ready to give up the laws of God. It's just like when the Greeks came and Antiochus forced us to be part of the Hellenistic practices. Before he forced us, Israel was already doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We was already down, just like we was already down to give up the Sabbath for Sunday. It's just now Constantine was able to come along and make it acceptable in Rome, right? Go ahead.
An important milestone was the decision by Emperor Constantine in 321 to make Sunday the day of rest in his empire.
Right, so that's how you got Sunday, by Constantine, not Paul. People want to go to Acts 7 to try to justify because they were breaking bread on the first day. Yeah, they was breaking bread on the first day, but keeping the Sabbath day all the way up until here. This is who rejected the Sabbath. This is who made Sunday the day of rest. And it was 300 years after Paul. Right, go ahead.
A social revolution at a time when there was no such thing as a weekly rest day.
For the Romans, right? Go ahead.
Constantine probably also took this decision to facilitate the celebration of Christian worship on that day.
Go ahead.
Canon 20 of the Council of Nicaea.
So when y'all hear canon, it's just a document that they have in these councils, right? Go ahead.
Of the Council of Nicaea, which forbids kneeling on Sundays and during the Easter season.
Go ahead.
Indicates that the celebration of Christ's resurrection has become central to worship.
Go ahead.
But also presumes that it should be celebrated on the first day.
Oh, the Romans did that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to keep saying this over and over. The Romans did this, not Paul. The Romans did this, right? The fourth beast that was going to devour and break in pieces the whole earth. This is how they did it, right? They first got rid of the laws of God, made up their own version of Christianity, made up another Jesus from one of their gods they were already celebrating, and spread it across the world, killed and murdered millions and millions of people that were against it. And here we are.
And we eat it up.
And we eat it up as if it's the real thing. Mm-mm. No, you got played, brothers and sisters. Yeah. We got played. We got played. Go ahead.
This imperial decision led to the church to forbid Christians to rest on the Sabbath.
Go ahead.
As Jews and Judeo-Christian communities did, in pain of anathema.
Right, so they were to be accursed. Mm-hmm. That's what an anathema means. Right, go ahead.
For decades later, a canon of the Synod of Laodicea,
go ahead,
a regional council around 364 in Asia Minor,
go ahead,
forbade Christians to keep the Sabbath.
Oh, so it forbade Christians to keep the Sabbath. Go ahead.
Or observe any other Judaic rite.
Or to observe any other Judaic rites, brothers, sisters, right? Because the customs of the Jews were unlawful to the Romans. I'm going to keep saying that while we're doing this. Go ahead.
Christians must not Judaize by resting on the Sabbath.
Go ahead.
But must work on that day.
Say what?
Work on that day.
Oh, so they must work on that day according to the Nicene Creed. Right? Go ahead.
Turn the people over to the law of sin.
Mm-hmm.
But must work on that day.
Go ahead.
Rather honoring the Lord's day.
Go ahead.
And if they can,
go ahead.
Resting then as Christians.
Once again, this is how you got Sunday. You didn't get it from Paul. You got it from Rome, right? Go ahead.
But if any shall be found to be Judaizers,
go ahead.
Let them be anathema from Christ.
Right, or let them be accursed from Christ. That is what Rome told you. And it's not like, once again, it's not just the law. Okay, Christ died, so you got to keep the Torah, the law of Moses. They hated the law of God. They hated it. And they gave it to the world and made it seem like Paul did it. I know Paul, when he get resurrected, he gonna be like, what? Wow. I did away with the law. Y'all sound crazy, right? Go ahead, my brother.
This council therefore expressly forbade Christians from observing the Sabbath.
Go ahead.
On the grounds that this practice was Judaizing.
Go ahead.
The emphasis on Sunday marked a desire to separate Christians from their Jewish neighbors.
This is what happened, brothers and sisters. So you have to come back to the Jews' customs and things of that nature, and then get Christ back. Not going to Rome and then getting Christ, because that's the other Jesus. That is a polluted version of Jesus, brothers and sisters.
Get that? You gotta go to the law.
You gotta go to the law. All right, the last one, number 3, the rejection of Jewish festivals and pious practices. Go ahead.
The canons also sought to regulate pious practices and participation in festivals.
Go ahead.
The Synod of Laodicea, for example, prescribed it is not lawful to receive portions sent from the feast of Jews or heretics, nor to feast together with them.
Right. So it's not. So remember, it's not lawful. The customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans. All right. It is not lawful to receive portions sent from the feast of the Jews or heretics, nor to feast together with them. Go ahead.
It is not lawful to receive unleavened bread from the Jews.
That's crazy. It's not lawful to receive unleavened bread from the Jews. So we know the unleavened bread is out. Go ahead.
Yes, that's a great indicator.
Go ahead.
It is not lawful to receive unleavened bread from the Jews.
Go ahead.
Nor to be partakers of their impiety.
Meaning they're in unrighteousness, right? Go ahead.
Similarly, the canons of the Holy Apostles, which probably date from the beginning of the 5th century,
go ahead,
forbid participation in Jewish feasts.
Come on, y'all. This is all in their documents. They are the ones that did this, brothers and sisters, not Paul, not Jesus, none of the Israelites.
And they ain't even hiding it.
No Israelites, no Jew would even think about doing away with Torah. That's absolutely bonkers.
Right.
Nobody would do that, right? Go ahead.
If any bishop or presbyter or deacon or any one of the list of clergy keeps a fast or a festival with the Jews.
So you can't keep the Day of Atonement and you can't keep none of the feast days with the Jews. Go ahead.
With the Jews, or receives from them any of the gifts of their feast.
Go ahead.
As unleavened bread or any such thing.
Go ahead.
Let him be deposed.
Man, come on now. They do not like our customs, brothers and sisters. And they hijacked our faith and corrupted it.
They are holy to the Romans.
Right. Go ahead.
If he be a layman,
go ahead.
Let him be excommunicated.
So if you keep in the law, we're gonna excommunicate you. Hey, y'all gotta, but this is the reality.
Wow.
They're the ones that did this, brothers and sisters, right? They are. Go ahead.
These same canons forbid the practice of lighting a lamp in the synagogue.
Go ahead.
If any Christian carries oil into a heathen temple,
go ahead,
or into a synagogue of the Jews,
go ahead,
or light up lamps in their festivals,
go ahead,
let him be suspended.
Right. So from the clergy. So you're gonna get out of the clergy if you keep in the law of God. That's what they did. So we got to understand this is not Paul. This is Rome doing this, brothers and sisters, right? All right. So since we read that, we're going to read something called the Edict of Milan from Constantine. You can get this. The Edict from Milan by Constantine. And we're going to see what that is. And we're going to explain something else as well. Go ahead.
The Edict of Milan was a proclamation by Roman Emperor Constantine the First and Licinius that granted full religious tolerations to Christians and legalized Christianity within the Roman Empire.
Right. So the Edict of Milan in 313 AD or CE was a proclamation by Roman emperors Constantine I and Licinius that granted full religious toleration to Christians and legalized Christians within the Roman Empire. But what was happening before that? Why they had to do this? Go ahead.
It marked the end of centuries of persecution and allowed Christians to worship openly. own property and rebuild churches.
So you mean to tell me all that time that Christians were being persecuted? So that means that the law couldn't be done away with. They getting persecuted for keeping God's law.
Right.
And it wasn't to the Edict of Milan it wasn't to the Edict of Milan where Roman Emperor Constantine finally made Christianity tolerable and legal in the Roman Empire, right? Go ahead.
Historical context, date and place.
So the date and place, go ahead.
Issued in February 313 CE after a meeting in Mediolanum, modern day Milan.
All right, so Milan is in Italy. Notice it. Always going back to somewhere around Rome. Right, go ahead.
Key figures: Constantine first,
go ahead.
Western Roman Empire, and Licinius, Eastern Roman Empire.
So this is the Catholic, and then eventually turned into the Orthodox Church as well, right? Go ahead.
Backdrop:
go ahead.
The Roman Empire had endured the great persecution.
Go ahead.
303 to 311 CE.
Go ahead.
Under Diocletian and Galerius, where Christians faced imprisonment, torture, and execution.
Right, all before the so-called, law being done away. They're saying all of this, the law is supposed to be done away with, but they're still being persecuted for some reason by the people that actually did away with the law. But they're not going to do away with the law at this time. It's going to be when the Edict of Milan comes. And then now that process is starting, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
Main provisions: religious freedom. Christianity was placed on equal footing with other religions. Worship was no longer punishable.
Right, so their worship was no longer punishable. Go ahead.
Restoration of property. Confiscated Christian property, including churches, was ordered to be returned.
Right, so they was taking everything that Christians hold dear, their property, everything. They persecuting them, and they were not tolerable of their practices, right? Once again, the customs of the Jews are unlawful to the Romans. This was a political move that Constantine made, right? Go ahead.
Now, this was keeping everything separate still, or was this the combination?
This is combination of so this is the beginning, and then this is all that happened in the Nicene Council, but this is the documents or the decrees that started it.
Right, gotcha.
Go ahead.
All right, legal recognition. Christianity gained legal status,
go ahead,
though it was not yet the official state religion.
Go ahead.
That came later in 380 CE with the Edict of Thessalonica.
Oh, we're gonna see what that is too. Thessalonica. That sounds familiar, don't it? The Thessalonians.
Yep.
But we're gonna see what the Edict of Thessalonica was as well, right? Go ahead.
Significant. Turning point. The edict transformed Christianity from a persecuted sect into a legally protected faith.
Right. Once again, he did it for political reasons because he wanted to have control over the Christians and the pagans. But if they were in the same empire and there was nothing that happened, it would have been a big war going on between them.
Yeah.
So he had to do something to make peace in the empire. Go ahead.
Growth of the church. Christians could now build churches, organize publicly, and spread their teachings without fear.
Right. So now you can do all of that, but the teachings became polluted, though. Right. Go ahead.
Political strategy.
Right. So political strategy. Go ahead.
Constantine used the edict to unify the empire under a policy of tolerance.
Go ahead.
Strengthening his rule while aligning with the growing Christian population.
Right, because Christians were moving into Rome. A lot of Christians were already keeping Sunday, so he used that as well. And once again, it was a political strategy for him to have a better rule over.
And they became more comfortable, evidently, because it was open. Everything was open. Wide open, free game.
Right. So if I don't want to get persecuted no more, hey, I'm gonna go do it on Sunday.
Right.
The same thing when we got into Spain and the Spanish Inquisition came, and our people were Judaizing in Judaizing. They were Judaizing in Spain. Catholic Church said, "No, I don't want none of this." They killed the Jews in Spain, y'all. Yeah. They persecuted the Jews in Spain. Same thing. They hate the law of God, brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
Now we're on the legacy. The Edict of Milan is often seen as the foundation of religious freedom in Western history.
Go ahead.
It paved the way for Christianity's eventual dominance in Europe and its role in shaping law, culture, and governance.
All right, so some sources that we got this from is Britannica.com. You can look up the Edict of Milan, ChristianHistoryInstitute.org, the Edict of Milan, HistoryPlex.com, the Edict of Milan. So if you just go look up the Edict of Milan, that is EDICT. Once again, that is EDICT of Milan, MILAN. If you just look that up, you will find that same information, right? All right, let's look at something interesting real quick. We're going to go back to the Bible. We are almost done. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians. So now it's going to make sense why this falling away is happening, right? 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. And we're going to start at verse 1. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. And we're going to start at verse 1. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go ahead and read.
2 Thessalonians, the what?
2nd chapter and verse 1. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter and verse 1. I hope people out here are really acknowledging now that, yeah, Paul did not do away with this law. It was definitely the Romans, right? Go ahead. Verse 1.
Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
And by gathering together unto him.
Go ahead.
That ye be not soon shaken in mind. Or be troubled, neither by spirit,
go ahead,
nor by word,
go ahead,
nor by letter, as from us,
go ahead,
as that the day of Christ is at hand.
Go ahead.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Right, so let no man deceive you by any means. What has to happen before Christ's return? Go ahead.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Go ahead.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed,
go ahead,
the son of perdition.
What is he going to do? Go ahead.
Who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God.
Go ahead.
Or that is worship.
Go ahead.
So that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Now, we see that, right? So let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first. And after that falling away, then the man of sin is going to be revealed. But something has to be there for the man of sin to slide in. What is that? Christianity has to change.
All sin.
Right? And it has to say things like, you can do whatever you want, long as you pray. You can eat whatever you want, long as you pray over it, and things like that. It's got to say that. That is a falling away. So let's go back to that sheet. And we're going to read the Edict of Thessalonica. Notice that we read in Thessalonians. Now let's read the Edict of Thessalonica and see what it says. Go ahead.
The Edict of Thessalonica. All right. When we talk about the Edict of Thessalonica, 380, the essence is this.
Go ahead.
It was the decree that officially made Nicene Christianity the sole state-sanctioned religion of the Roman Empire.
All right, so now notice what it says. It's called Nicene Christianity. This is why, and I say this to my brothers and sisters that seem to, if we use the name Jesus, you get all mad. Y'all sound like Christians. That is an insult. You saying we sound like Nicene Christians. That is an insult. So we got to stop saying that, because if we really go into scholarship, which I know brothers that say that really dive into that, you know what we are calling people.
Right.
And that's not cool at all. Go ahead.
Unlike the Edict of Milan, which promoted tolerance, this one enforced conformity.
Right. So this is enforcing the fake religion, the Nicene Christianity. Now it's enforcing. Now that it's being enforced into the Roman Empire and eventually in the world, this is the start of the falling away, y'all. the falling away with the other Jesus, and now it is being spread across the world, but it's also coming all the way down to our time. People are falling away with the other Jesus. People that come into the faith go to the other Jesus, brothers and sisters, right? Remember, we said that there was people that were Jews that was keeping Torah, and because they didn't want to be persecuted, these are Christians keeping Torah, because they didn't want to be persecuted, they ended up joining the Nicene Christianity. That is they falling away.
Documented a plan to get the whole world conform to their system.
A documented plan, as you can see, right? Like my brother said. Go ahead.
The Edict of Thessalonica.
Go ahead.
Issued February 27, 380. By Emperor Theodosius first, with co-emperors Gratian and Valentinian II. All Roman citizens must follow the faith handed down by the Apostle Peter to the Romans.
And that was another lie. Because Peter didn't hand down nothing to no Romans. How is it that Peter handed down to the Romans and y'all didn't pick this up for another 300 years? He gone.
Right.
He's dead. So that was a lie. Go ahead.
This meant Nicene Christianity, belief in the Trinity.
Oh, so the Trinity comes because of this, right? Go ahead.
Those who followed this creed were called Catholic Christians.
Oh, Catholic Christians or Nicene Christians. One or the other, right? Go ahead.
All others were branded heretics.
So if you wasn't considered a Catholic Christian, we just read all of these documents, right? If you wasn't a Catholic Christian, they considered you a heretic. And if they considered you a heretic, they would try to murder you. Right? Go ahead.
Denied the name church and faced penalties.
Go ahead.
Historical impact. Shift from tolerance to enforcement.
Right. So now if you were branded a heretic, you were denied the name church. You could not be called a church if the Catholic Church didn't approve you. Right. So shift from tolerance to enforcement. Go ahead.
So the tolerance was Milan allowing open religion. And now we're going into the enforcement.
Which is the Thessalonica. Right.
Okay. Milan. Christianity in 313, Christianity legalized freedom of religion.
Go ahead.
Thessalonica 380, Christianity mandated, heresies condemned.
Go ahead.
Political strategy. Unified the empire under one doctrine, strengthening imperial authority.
Once again, the falling away has started with this document, brothers and sisters, right? Because once again, now it's being forced for you to do this. But before then, people was just, the Edict of Milan, people was just going. Even before that, people was just going to Sunday worship. But this is now officially starting the falling away, happening all the way down to our time, brothers and sisters. And notice it's called the Edict of Thessalonica, and he told that to the Thessalonians. That is not a coincidence. It's not. Go ahead.
The legacy, paganism and rival Christian sects like Arianism
Go ahead.
were marginalized.
Go ahead.
Set the precedent for the Christian empire, where church and state were intertwined.
Go ahead.
Influenced medieval Europe's religious and political structure.
Right. So now, once again, it's spreading this false Christianity, this Catholic or Nicene Christianity is now spreading. Let's do a comparison of the Edict of Milan and the Edict of Thessalonica. Go ahead.
The comparison. So the Edict of Milan and the Edict of Thessalonica.
Go ahead.
So the Edict of Milan, they legalized Christianity.
Right. So that was the way that Christianity was, or the faith of Christ was able to come into Rome. Go ahead.
They promoted tolerance.
Go ahead.
And issued by Constantine and Licinius.
Right. Go ahead. What about the Edict of Thessalonica? Go ahead.
The Edict of Thessalonica made Nicene Christianity mandatory.
Go ahead.
Enforced orthodoxy.
Go ahead.
Issued by Theodosius the First, Gratian and Valentinian II.
Right. All right. So now, turn it around. Go ahead.
Restored the Milan restored property to Christians.
Go ahead.
And in Thessalonica, they condemned heresies and punished dissenters.
Right. Go ahead.
So in short, Milan opened the door, and Thessalonica locked it behind one creed.
So Milan opened the door for this falling away, but Thessalonica, we locked in now.
Right. Mandated.
Mandated.
That's like the judge slamming the gavel.
Right. So now these sources I got this from was worldhistoryedu.com, the Edict of Thessalonica, cobnet.org, the Edict of Thessalonica, www.historytoday.com, the Edict of Thessalonica, and hellenicnet.org, the Edict, or the Emperor Theodosius the First, which will show you the Edict of Thessalonica.
And we'll throw the links in the comment after the lesson.
So we just read all of this. We are seeing that the Romans did this and not Paul. Now let's go back to the Bible. We got 3 more places. Let's go to Revelations, the 17th chapter, because as of right now, it should be very obvious that Paul did not do this. And they using Paul. This is another thing to show you the deception, because they using our beloved Paul to say that he did away with the law. And that's not right. All right, Revelation 17 and verse 1. Revelation 17 and verse 1. Whenever you get there, you can go ahead and read.
And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me,
Go ahead.
Come hither.
Go ahead.
I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Didn't we just read how this great whore started all these decrees and things, and how they got set up by the Romans? So this great whore is the Catholic Church, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Go ahead.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Didn't we just read that? Literally just read that, right? So this is who did away with the Torah, brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness.
Go ahead.
And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
That's talking about the Gentile dynasty at this time, right? Go ahead.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Y'all can literally look online and just look up the woman in purple and scarlet colored that's decked in gold and precious stones, having a golden cup in her hand. And it will pull up the cardinals, the popes, the Catholic Church, and it'll pull up a pope having the golden cup in his hand, drinking it. That's literally them it's talking about, right? Go ahead.
What verse we at?
Verse 5.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great,
Go ahead.
the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Right, the Catholic Church and all the nations that's under the Catholic Church, all the kings, which is the European Economic Community, because they are down with the Catholic Church. But Babylon the Great, this is the greatest confusion that has ever happened on earth, to think that the law of God is done away with. That is great confusion. Right? Verse 6, go ahead.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Go ahead.
And with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus.
Go ahead.
And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. So
there's this documentary on YouTube called The History of the Evil of the Roman Catholic Church. Y'all got to look at that. That shows you a glimpse of what Great Tribulation is going to be like. But it also shows you, man, I got to get on business, because Great Tribulation going to be worse than this.
Right.
So once again, that reference is The History of the Evil of the Catholic Church on YouTube. You can go watch that. It is, man, it's a really heartbreaking documentary, though. But it explains verse 6 in Revelation 17. It definitely explains verse 6. All right, let's go to the next chapter, chapter 18. Chapter 18 and verse 1. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. Whenever you get there, my brother, you can go and read.
And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven.
Go ahead.
Having great power. And the earth was lightened with his glory.
Go ahead.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice.
Go ahead.
Saying,
Go ahead.
Babylon the Great is fallen. It's fallen.
Go ahead.
And it's become the habitation of devils.
Right, because they allowing you to sin and saying it's okay. Right? Go ahead.
And the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Go ahead.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Go ahead.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy.
All right, so now if you go and look up the age of exploration, all of this is coming to my head because I had to teach my students this at school. But the age of exploration, it will show you that they spread this Nicene Catholic Christianity, but they also were going for wealth as well while they were doing it. So the merchants of the earth did wax rich with the abundance of her delicacy. Right? Go ahead.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of wrath of her fornication.
Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Go ahead.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy.
Go ahead.
And I heard another voice in heaven saying,
now this is the message here. So now that we know that Rome did this and not Paul, what is the message for people that are still in those churches? Go ahead.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying,
go ahead.
Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin.
Man, y'all got to come out of that church. Come out of her. He said, my people, the Jews, come out of her. We're talking about the blacks that are spread across the nations, right? That are in slavery, not just any blacks. We're talking about the ones that are in the part of the diaspora, those black people, right? Those are the people of God, right? The ones scattered and then went into slavery, right? It says, come out of her, talking about those churches that come from the Catholic Church, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Go ahead.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Go ahead.
And God had remembered her iniquities.
Right, so he remembered her iniquities, how she did all of this. We just read her iniquities, how she did all of this. God remembered that, and he going to reward her double for her works, right? All right, let's go to the last place. Let's go to Revelations 12. Revelations 12. As a matter of fact, I got to read something here. Let's start at verse 7. Revelations 12 and verse 7. Whenever you get there, you can go ahead and read.
And there was war in heaven.
Go ahead.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels.
Go ahead.
And prevailed not.
Go ahead.
Neither was there a place found anymore in heaven.
Go ahead.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan.
Go ahead.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
Oh, he deceiveth the whole world. One of the things he did is he convinced the world that you ain't got to keep God's law and you can still please him. That's the biggest trick he's played so far. Go ahead.
He was cast out into the earth.
Go ahead.
And his angels were cast out with him.
Yeah, now he down here with us. Skip down to verse 12 and go ahead.
Verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heaven.
Go ahead.
And ye that dwell in them.
Go ahead.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Go ahead.
And of the sea.
Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Go ahead.
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Remember, he's a great deceiver, and now he down here with us on this earth. That's why he said, woe unto them that of the inhabitants of the earth, because the devil is down here, and the sea. Because the devil is down here with great wrath, and he is going to deceive the world. Now, he did a great job of creating a false Jesus and a false Christianity and making people fall into it, falling away from the real one, right? Skip down to verse 17 and go ahead.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Now, this is going back to what we started off with in Isaiah 8. Who is the seed of Christ? Go ahead.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Who is that? Go ahead.
Which keep the commandments of God.
Which keep the commandments of God, the law. Go ahead.
And have the testimony of Jesus Christ.
You have to have both in order to have the truth and be justified. I hope y'all got some understanding in Jesus' name. I want to give all honor and praise to the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Holy One of Israel, who is Jesus. I am Cassious Israel, a.k.a. Kazak ben Yehuda. I represent the walls of Jericho, biblical and historical studies, Bruising the Hood Entertainment. Once again, I thank my brother, big homie Yurp, Hebrew Business in the building.
All praise to the Most High, and thank you for coming on with this timely lesson, bro. Because as knowledge is continuing to increase, and the Israelites are being more known, you know what I'm saying, to the world. Now you got these Christian scholars, they trying to turn it up too, and they trying to defend their doctrine. You feel me? So this was a timely lesson, bro. It was edifying. I like how you came with the history behind everything, and it really brought everything together. One comment said, I'm so glad y'all are touching on this because the other Jesus teaching is getting strong out here.
It is. We gonna knock it down though. That's what's gonna happen.
Cracking it right upside the head. And another comment said, "Thank you for your continuous battle against these false doctrines out here. Stay strong. May y'all bless you."
Shalom, shalom. All praises. Appreciate y'all continued support. We're gonna continue bringing this information out to help the people gain that salvation, that same salvation that even that woman of divination in Acts 16 got. Right. So if you recognize it and you recognize that you got to keep God's law, you'll be all right.
All praises. And we hope somebody was edified. Until next time, family, remember, Rome did away with the law. Rome did away with the law with their customs, and they setting up the way they wanted to run the world, because we are in the time of the Gentiles. So they set up their establishment how they wanted to run. You know what I'm saying? But we got to come back to the law of God, and that's from the beginning. We got to go back to the law, to the Torah, family. So until next time, this is Words of Wisdom. Big homie Yurp. And again, my big bro Cassious Israel. All praise to the Most High. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Isaiah 58, bro.
You ever felt lost and lonely? I got you. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Huh? Yo.
Hey, cook that up, Kali.
Tap in, tap in, tap in.
What you doing?
Tap in, tap in.
Come on.
I sharpen the iron right here. Tap in.
Get in the book.
I sharpen the iron right here. Tap in,
Tap in.
tap in, tap in. I sharpen the iron right here. Tap in.
Book.
I sharpen the iron right here.
Whole family,
Tap
man.
in.
The whole book.
Tap in.
We in the book.
Tap in.
Iron sharpens iron, stripping up your mind. Don't fall behind past that finish line. Iron sharpens iron, while let your spirit decline. Knowledge from the Most High. Sharpen up your conscience, drinking from that fountain of life. On fire for Christ, you made that sacrifice. So you earn life, yeah, you live without strife. Indeed contrite, you pass that finish line. Now here's your crown, bow before me. Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
I sharpen the iron right. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. I sharpen the iron right here. Tap in. I sharpen the iron right here. Tap in, tap in, tap in. I sharpen the iron right here. Tap in.
Fruits up front, we war on the back end. Gotta put that work in before you cash in. Gotta get that rebirth in before you get access. Can't jive your way in, turkey, no ass kissing. Better walk around with your mirror. Focus on fixing your errors. He can count your errors. Only gon' crown his errors. Only gon' bless the faithful. The heavens inherit the graceful. The earth inherit the grateful. Hell was made for the disgraceful. Men in no grace, men in no place. Found for them forever in eternal space. Better seek his face. Don't die by mistake. Don't get cast away. You can repent today. Now, keep up with your garments by the leg. Your gown. Walk away from them harlots. Better pray for sound. Judgment cause the London Bridge is falling down at the trumpet sound. Tap in. We bout to get it crackin'. Bout to catch the devil again. Cause Christ is coming back in. Packing ash and jassin'. Like chitty, chitty, bang, bang. You don't know about no gang, gang. We ain't talking the same thing. Tap in. Have you ever felt lost and lonely?
Strengthen up your kindness. Yeah, we bouncing back in. We tapped in.
Kid Legend, it's a movie.
Look at how far I come. Used to be in the backseat, now I'm in the front. Been on the block with the Fifi, now I'm with the Lord, fight spiritual war. That's spiritual, no tailbearing. Fake friends, now we on the witch hunt. Converted to the Lord, I'm a light stunt. Had to get my fast praise up. Abba show me I'm different, French is on. Talk about repentance. Speak the truth if you hear it. Truth talking, that's some spirit. You know what? Wise woman gon' hear it. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Abba chose me to run. You ain't about nothing if you take no instruction. That go for your mama, auntie, and our cousins. I pray to the most high, Father higher. Thinking it's sweet, but it really went fire. Take notes, pull out the book. Precepts gon' have these people shook. Talk about the Lord, then they offended. Now I stand on Hebrew business. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Abba chose me to run. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Abba chose me to run. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Abba chose me to run. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Abba chose me to run.
Look how far I done came from back in the days. $8 was minimum wage. Crazy, stuck in this phase where I could be up. The most high put me back to the pavement. Lately, I just been thinking. Hard times equal preparation. The spirit gon' bear witness, just don't forsake it. Keep it covering, don't get caught out here naked. Pay attention, let's get to the place of safety. A spiritual war fighting temptation. I ain't ducking no smoke, we just gotta face it. Who gon' tell you a harlot can be captivated? He who found it the wife found a good thing. She gon' prep for the Sabbath and cook for the feast. My little baby ain't hardy, she come in peace. She discreet, keep it meek, and she reverence me. Cut straight from the rip, she might help me. And we both coming home, the same for the streets. Proverbs 31 and Psalm 23. You and me, without you, what would life be? We both one and the same, just like me. We both love switching lanes and flipping these pages. Got me like the eyes, this girl, you contagious. Look where we came from to where Abba got us today.
Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Abba chose me to run. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Abba chose me to run. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Abba chose me to run. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Look at how far I come. Abba chose me to run.
Kid Legend, it's a movie.
Strengthen y'all faith up. Somebody's gonna have to leave family members behind. Strengthen your faith up. Cause a lot of people ain't going. They gonna be stuck here in Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't gonna wanna leave. So I ain't come here just to worship, but to give a message to y'all. To gather yourself and really strengthen your faith up in these times, man. When the bombs was hitting, I ain't had nothing but faith. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't run nowhere. I couldn't do nothing but trust in the Most High. The buildings were shaking and we hear boom, 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 all night. I couldn't do nothing but trust in the Father, man. That in the midst of us fleeing, there will be chaos. There will be tribulation. So make sure your faith is right, man. Make sure your faith is right and your heart posture is right towards y'all.
Yurp. Yeah. Hey, we still on the block with it though. The mission different. You can catch me with the lost sheep. You can catch me with the lost sheep. Yeah. You can catch me with the lost sheep. You can catch me with the lost sheep. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Stay in his eyes as if you like wheat. The Most High gon' give you a bless. You can catch me with the lost sheep. 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 Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven.
Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Say desires as if you like weed. The Most High gon' give you a blessing. You can catch me with the lost sheep. In these streets, gotta show 'em how that walk be. I'm about that action, no talking. Yeah, I'm coming in peace, I don't start beef. Every man shall reap what his heart seek. If it come to tribulation, Lord mark me. To the martyrs, persecution shall stalk thee. So grab your britches and tuck in that tall tee. There's come a time where all beings shall perceive and understand what we really mean. You can't even shop at an Aldi's without a digital ID. Preparing for the mark of the beast, Matthew 24 and 4 say don't be deceived. It's a cold world, they be lying to me. They gon' come in my name, claiming they me. They're in evil bows, keep your eyes to the east. You can catch me with the lost sheep. In these streets, you catch me with the lost sheep. You can catch me with the lost sheep. In these streets, you catch me with the lost sheep. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Say desires as if you like we. The Most High gon' give you a blessing. You can catch me with the lost sheep. In the streets, you catch me with the lost sheep. You can catch me with the lost sheep. In the streets, you catch me with the lost sheep. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Say desires as if you like we. The Most High gon' give you a blessing.
Sitting here patiently waiting my turn, eating his word, excusing my verbs. Might get the urge to lay down the verse and go bend the curve. Might pull away herb, made from the dirt, but he made me first. Messiah went first, I know it's my turn. Messiah the teacher, boy, you gotta learn. Feeding his sheep, maybe even the birds. Stay in my lane, not trying to swerve. Back to the verse. They look like sheep, but really it's worse. They really wolves, blended with the herd. Kingdom is coming, don't know what you heard. Was born by the river, but watched by the word. Keeping the Sabbath, I rest from the word. They call me Akab and Woods from the bird.
You can catch me with the lost sheep. In these streets, you catch me with the lost sheep. You can catch me with the lost sheep. In these streets, you catch me with the lost sheep. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Say desires as if you like we. The Most High gon' give you a blessing. You can catch me with the lost sheep. In the streets, you catch me with the lost sheep. You can catch me with the lost sheep. In the streets, you catch me with the lost sheep. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Yeah, we gon' purge out the leaven. Say desires as if you like we. The Most High gon' give you a blessing.
But a lot of our family members ain't coming. You think your wife coming, you think your husband coming, you think your mama, or most of them ain't coming. And when that fourth quarter comes, you gonna really see. Understand? So strengthen your faith up, man. Get your life right. Strengthen your faith up to the Father, man, because we go hot to leave this land. Hallelujah. This land.